the cancer instead of just killing the pain, meaning that we should take it for granted and for given that Russia unfortunately will be posing a long-term strategic threat, and therefore it will be a threat not just in Ukraine, also there going forward, but also to the rest of us. So we should really find our forces and put together our forces to put the pressure on Russia to end the killing, where we fully support Donald Trump's agenda on finding a deal on Ukraine. But at the same time, we need to make sure that something what has happened in Ukraine will never happen again. And obviously, in this regard, Russia is the only one to blame. They started the war in the first place. And we also need to understand that not just some sort of peace will do, because the issue is that also living under occupation is not really peace for people. It's the opposite of freedom. It means deportations, it means rape, it means violence, and it means, well, that people don't have the chance to fully live their lives freely in the way they want to. Last night we also had the chance to sit down with both Svetlana Tikhanovskaya and her newly released husband Sergei Tikhanovsky, and what this man has had to go through simply because he has wanted to be a politician and offer his people a different kind of future under which the Belarusian people now live under Lukashenko is horrendous. He was tortured in prison, and now luckily, of course, he is out. These people who have lived under oppression, under such circumstances like he has, and of course our Baltic friends can tell us so much about how life is if you really need to live under occupation. These are the voices that we should be listening to, and these are the voices that can never be silenced. These are the voices that we should encourage to speak even louder now in this time where basically freedom is oppressed by Russia on a daily basis. And finally, on the Middle East, the hostages need to be released immediately. We need also an immediate ceasefire, and we applaud all the concrete steps towards a two-state solution, because that is the only model which will secure long-term and lasting peace also in the Middle East. We need three things. First of all, we need to add on the pressure we have put on Russia already. We need sanctions, but also Finland has been advocating for a tariff scheme which would also allow for further pressure on Russia across all product groups. Now we are working on the 19th Sanctions package, and I think it would be so important that we could do this in coordination with our transatlantic friends, especially the United States. Now, second thing, we need to keep on aiding Ukraine. Again, it's not like Ukraine is losing on the battlefield. Unfortunately, Russia has been targeting their attacks increasingly on civilians, which is a massive war crime. So that should be stopped, of course, but at the same time we should realize that a peace doesn't mean that Ukraine is forced to give away, for instance, Donbas, which they have been able to keep for the past 12 years when it has been contested by Russia. So essentially aiding Ukraine in their fight for freedom is extremely important. And thirdly, of course, working on our deterrence and defense, by which we understand that Russia, unfortunately, will probably not just lay down their arms, neither in Ukraine or elsewhere, to make sure that we are able to live the European free way of life also in the future. Thank you.
So good morning to everyone. First, let me